Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
He's coming. Hold 50. Shift.
From the gun, it's Brady. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now right away, he'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Tackled at the 25-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Sanders has it over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
A gain of a yard.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Eagle ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
A good push there from that offensive line as Sanders able to take that forward for a gain of about 6 on first down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And a nice run there, going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. At the 7-yard line. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. 5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Once again with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are on the board first here tonight. I think that's the dream start right there. The defense stands up on the opening drive, then they go right down the field and score.
It's a positive start for your offense and your defense. And when you're talking about playoff football, what a great way to get things going.
Everything is magnified and amped up a little bit more.
To put it mildly.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Jones. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
He was brought down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And
2. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice and meetings talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
25-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. This is Jackson on the quick throw from Wentz. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
3rd down.
Now Wentz. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Well done on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
At the 38-yard line.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And Jones with a nice burst there on first down as he'll be taken down, but not before a gain of 7 yards.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Brady going to throw. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Once again here on 2nd and 10. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
That was impressive to me, because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now Sanders. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Brady to throw again. This one complete to Scott Miller. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 25-yard line.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. play action. Now it's Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
By the Eagles. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report.
Ryan Suckup sets to kick off.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
Adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on 3rd down.
And ordinarily on 3rd down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Brady. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rob Gronkowski, 31 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
That ties the game at 7. Ryan Suckup set to kick off.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
5-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Shaquille Barrett. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway. But when he gets that kind of start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And it's third down.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
Philadelphia.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
The handoff.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
44-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's a foot race. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles have taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
4-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
They'll go again to Jones. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, 73 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Ryan Suckup set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Takes it at the 7. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot. Yeah. But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Wentz. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
The throw by Wentz, caught by Jackson. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
Complete to Deshaun
It's a big play there for the Eagles. 42 yards.
And an Eagle first down.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st down, it's Sanders, and not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Play brings up 2nd and 10 at the Buccaneers 23.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Another run with Sanders. And a short gain here, down to the 22.
Sanders again.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll go again with Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
3rd down.
Here's Sanders, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
And I don't think there should be much of a discussion here, but you know how I am. You kick the football, you take the lead. How bold do you want to be in this situation, though?
A 23-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead.
17.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Brady. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Brady. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin.
Brady
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
First down, Eagles.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a carry for Sanders. And he's going to be met at about the 43. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
2nd and 8 at the Bucs 43-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Another run here with Sanders. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run forward with Sanders. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up.
5-yard gain on the play.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game.
Tonight's final score.
Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game.